Good evening, everyone. My name is Colby Taylor. Are you aware that annually 3,000 deaths occur due to distracted driving, according to the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration? Well, what is distracted driving? Distracted driving is driving while doing anything else which takes your attention off of the road. Texting is actually the worst. So, texting simultaneously distracts you mentally, visually, and physically. It is causing you to use your eyes, your hands, and your mind at the same time. And while doing that and driving, you're asking for some danger to occur. This is all statistics according to the Center for Disease Control. On average, it takes 5 seconds to read a text message. Now, if you're reading that text message while driving at 55 miles per hour, during that 5-second interval at 55 miles per hour, you are going to cover the amount of distance that would be equivalent to the length of a football field, while doing that virtually blindfolded. And this is also information according to the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration. So imagine for a minute that you're at a stoplight in your car, and there's a car coming behind you and there's no one in between you and that car. That car is traveling at 55 miles per hour, and they're, say, half the distance of a football field behind you, but they're texting. That's not a very pretty picture that visually we have in our mind when thinking about that. So at the end of our presentation, we would hope to persuade you to know the dangers of texting and driving, know how to prevent texting and driving from becoming a statistical incident, and also how society would be better if we all could end texting and driving. I will be discussing the need to end texting and driving with you. Laura will be discussing with you what everyone in our audience can easily do in order to help end texting and driving. And we have Levi, who will be discussing how it saves lives. And finally, concluding, we have Ethan, who will be discussing what steps you as an audience can take to help end texting and driving. Now that you're aware of what we will be discussing and the main points, I would like to go ahead and move on to discussing with you the need to end texting and driving. Us as drivers, as well as cell phone users, have a moral responsibility to end texting and driving. Texting and driving causes injuries and even death. According to the Harvard Center for Risk Analysis, texting and driving causes over 300,000 injuries annually. Also, according to them, 11 teens die every day due to texting and driving. I'm sorry, that is according to the Institute for Highway Safety. Now, government officials have taken steps in order to eliminate texting and driving. 36 out of 50 United States have banned texting and driving in one form or another. Not only that, but President Obama in 2009 signed an executive order which mandated that all federal employees not text and drive. Those statistics are according to the Department of Transportation. Yet, between 2010 and 2011, we lost 64 more lives than the previous year, according to the Center for Disease Control. So we must all agree that texting and driving must end. It is important that we do this. Actually, in Michigan, on October 10th, 2011, a young boy, 5 years old, named Xavier Davis, was crossing the street with his sister when a woman driving a vehicle while texting struck him, leaving him paralyzed from the neck down. And you can view his story as well as others at distraction.gov. Not only that, you can consider driving and texting like driving blind. And I've got a clip here that I would like you to watch, which just demonstrates what can possibly happen while driving and texting. Now that I've talked to you about the need to end texting and driving, I would like to go ahead and turn it over to Laura, who will be discussing with you what you as an audience can simply do to help end texting and driving. Thank you.
5 minutes, 42 seconds.
Okay, good.